One day when I got off the bus, I was 13 years old, and my whole life changed. It's like my father got sick overnight, and my mother started telling me, go check on your dad. I'm like, what's wrong with dad? He's a grown man. I don't need to check on him. When I realized that he was getting sick, all the men was grown outside the house except for baby boy Eric. I became my dad's personal aide. I remember the first time I had to shower and bathe my dad, and it was the most uncomfortable feeling that I ever had, to have to bathe another man. But it was my father, so I shouldn't be ashamed. It was my duty to make sure my father was taken care of, because my mother told me, when my mother tells me to do something, you just do it. You don't ask why. There's meaning behind it. So bathing my father, I mean clipping his toenails, shaving him. I'm 13, I have no hair on my face. I had to learn how to shave my father. And back then, I had to mix this stuff together to put on his face and take it off. I couldn't go outside and play with my friends. I had to check on my dad first. It became a routine. I realized that's when my relationship with my dad got really strong. 12 of us and having one father, he was being shared with everybody. That's when I became close to him, because I had to sit with him. I had to talk with him. I had to feed him. I had to bathe him. I had to clothe him for church, for doing whatever. When he needed to go to the bathroom, I had to pick him up out of his seat. I had to wait for him till he finished and get him back in his seat. I couldn't tell my dad, no, I'm not going to help. So that made me have patience. And when you have to work with an adult who used to do for themselves, and now you have to take care of their daily activities, it slows your life down. And where most 13-year-olds are not thinking about that. With me, it became part of my life. So it made me become more of a man, taking care of a mentally handicapped sibling and a father who was stricken with Parkinson's disease. They depended on me. So I wasn't going to let them down. So I changed my major to child psychology, because I had to develop patience from home. God was preparing me, and I didn't even know it. So I owe it to my sister Beverly and my father for relying on me. So changing my major to child psychology and understanding kids and having patience, trying to figure out a person's needs and wants, and just being there is a part of my life, because I had to do it in my own family. So I do understand what somebody says about taking care of loved one, or having to stop what they're doing so they can make sure that their needs are met. So I realized where my passion lied, but my God was training me already. And I didn't even know I was preparing for something like this. It wasn't the college, it wasn't the books, it wasn't the test. One of these days we're not going to be here. And God is going to judge you based on, did you help somebody? Did you put your own needs and stuff to the side to help another person? How dare you don't help a person and you know you can? That's being very selfish. And some people can relate to what I'm saying, and some people won't ever. It doesn't really matter. The main thing that matters is why I'm here. I'm being used by God. He created me. And when I leave this planet, I want him to say, well done.